are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation?
All right, thank you. Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up, and families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more. And we have to understand what that means. That's about the cost of living going up. That's about having to stress and stretch limited resources. That's about a source of stress for families that is not only economic, but is on a daily level, something that is a heavy weight to carry. So it is something that we take very seriously, very seriously. And we know from the history of this issue in the United States that when you see these prices go up, it has a direct impact on the quality of life for all people in our country. So it's a big issue, and we take it seriously. And it is a priority, therefore.
List I put together. Where does she stand? Eliminate fracking so you can all freeze to death. Open border, decriminalize illegal immigration. That from the border czar. Oh, but she's not the border czar. No, she's not anything. Free health care for illegal immigrants. That'll destroy our health care system. Student loan cancellation in violation of the Constitution. So all you folks, 2/3 of the nation that graduate, you get to subsidize all of those who did, even though it violates the Constitution. Eliminate private health care. Some of you have private health care and you like it. Even some unions have negotiated hard for private health care. She would abolish it. She would force you all into government-run socialist health care. And I'm sure they'll do a fantastic job like they do on the border. Or maybe the $42.5 billion to hook up everyone to internet. She was in charge of that. Nobody's been hooked up who was supposed to be. Infanticide. She doesn't just support abortion or Roe v. Wade. She supported S-510, a Senate bill that, among other things, outlawed nationwide parental notification if a child's going to have an abortion, and required in every state abortion right up to birth, paid for by the taxpayers. That's her position on abortion. Why doesn't she show us what that looks like, since she's now the abortion candidate? If it's just a choice, if it's about reproductive rights, wow, that's a weird word, then show it to us. But they won't. What else? She opposes school choice except for her own stepdaughter, even for poor families, even for black kids going to lousy schools. She opposes Title IX. She would destroy women's equality in sports, a 52-year-old civil right, which also gives women equal access to scholarships and extracurricular activities. Why? Well, because of the trans agenda. We talked about defunding the police, dismantling ICE, supporting sanctuary cities and states to this day. She supports nationwide registration of guns. She thinks, oh, that's a good idea. Opposes parental rights. She supported Merrick Garland's memo attacking parents. So she believes the government and her favorite, the AFT, the radical left-wing teachers union, should raise your children. She supported discrimination against Asian students who were discriminated against by Harvard for admissions. She trashed that decision. Oh, well, what about Israel? She repeats the most anti-Semitic blood libel. She did it the other day against the Jewish people in Israel, against the elected Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, and their citizen soldiers. She regurgitates Hamas's civilian casualty numbers without attacking Hamas for attacking their own people, killing them and beating them when they steal the food from them. That's a long way from President Harry Truman to Kamala Harris. Boycotts Israel's prime minister, historic speech in Congress. Sends the word to the Hamas hostage holders, we have your back. That's what she did. But she speaks to CARE. CARE is all supportive of Kamala Harris. CARE is a Hamas front group. It was founded in Philadelphia. The FBI wiretapped the meeting. There was big federal litigation. Everybody knows CARE. CARE is a Hamas front group, and she embraces them. They support her. That tells you where she is. And she and Biden support withholding weapons from Israel. Here's a short list I put together.